All right, good morning, second grade students. Today for language arts, we are going to be talking about adjectives and adverbs and what the difference is between the two of them. So first off, we're going to talk about what is an adjective. So an adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun or pronoun. So some examples of that would be a big red ball. So remember, a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So in this first example, the ball would be our thing, and our adjectives would be big and red because they're describing the ball. The ball was big and the ball was red in color. All right, let's look at our next example. The cute, huggable puppy. So again, puppy is our noun because it's a thing, and we're describing the puppy as huggable and also cute. All right, next we have the tall green tree. So tree is our noun. Again, it's a thing, and we're saying that the tree is tall, and we're also describing the tree as the color green. And last example, his huge, sharp teeth. So teeth is our noun, and we're describing the teeth as being huge and also being sharp. All right, so now we're going to talk about what is an adverb. So now adverbs describe or modify a verb. So a verb is an action. So it's something that we do. So some examples are Jose was quietly going out the door. So here we see, how was he going out the door? Jose was quietly going out the door. He wasn't loud, he was quietly going out the door. Glendale was torn down slowly. So we know that the town was being torn down. And how was it being torn down? It was being torn down slowly. So another example of using the word slowly would be Tony spoke slowly. So spoke would be our verb. So we're doing that action. And how did Tony do that action of speaking? He did it slowly. So that's why slowly is our adverb. Katie jumped high. So jump is our verb because she's jumping. That's our action. And how did Katie do it? She jumped high. So what does an adjective and adverb do? So an adverb tells us when, to what extent, where, and how about verbs, adjectives, and even other adverbs. So here's some examples. So how could we do something? We could do something quickly. We could do it peacefully. We could do it loudly. Also when. So we could do it now. We could do it then. We could do it tomorrow. We could do it always. We could do something never. Or we could do something sometimes. So where? So inside, outside, here, there, up, or down. And then lastly, to what extent could we do something? So we could barely do something. We could almost do something. We could do it very well or extremely. We could say like, it is extremely hot outside. To what extent of something? We could say it is extremely hot outside or it is extremely cold outside. So these are all examples of adverbs, and these words will always be used as an adverb. Now there are some words that, depending on how it's used in the sentence, they can change their part of speech. But these are examples of words that will always be described as adverbs. All right, so what does an adjective and an adverb do? So this time we're going to talk about what does an adjective do. So an adjective describes a noun or pronoun by telling which one, what kind, or how many. So remember again, a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So some examples would be a friendly woman. So again, woman is our noun, so that's a person, and we are describing her as being friendly. So that's why friendly is our adjective in the sentence. Another example, a furry bear. So a bear is a thing, and we are describing it as being furry. And then our last example is a tall building. So again, building would be a thing, and we are describing it as being tall. So here's some examples of adjectives and the nouns or pronouns that they modify. So our first sentence is, she wore a yellow sweater to the picnic. So we see yellow is our adjective, and sweater is our noun. And so yellow is describing the sweater. So our noun is sweater, and yellow is our adjective because it describes what color our sweater is. Next, my bedroom was messy. So bedroom is our noun, so it's our place, and we are describing our bedroom as being messy. So messy describes the bedroom. And our last sentence, she lost her blue and white parka. So blue and white is describing the color of the parka. So in this sentence, we have two adjectives, blue and white. All right, and then here's some examples of adverbs and what they do. So our first sentence, we have, David was extremely grumpy. So extremely describes how grumpy David was. The runner easily finished first. So here easily is our adverb because it describes how the runner finished the race. And our last example, Jose, my oldest brother, drove slowly by his girlfriend's house. So drove would be our verb, and how did he drive? He drove slowly. So again, slowly describes how the brother drove the car. All right, and that is our lesson for today.